Divine greetings and gratitude, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If y'all are new here, my name is Cassandra. I'm the witch, author, poet, and performer of Magic of Eden. Welcome to your new spiritual safe haven. And if y'all are returning, what's up, family? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm always excited, honored, and elated to be in your presence. So we're going to be doing a pick a deck reading, and today's question is, what are you attracting? This pick a deck reading is meant to be timeless, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, no matter what time it is. I set the intention that this message reaches you in the most perfectly divine timing. Also, I want to say this too, that I am notoriously known for being very rational and very logical. However, I'm learning how to completely honor that which I don't know, and therefore I do not believe in any type of coincidence. So if you're seeing this, then chances are you are absolutely meant to listen to your message in its entirety to ensure that you receive all the messages that you need, because the way that I channel is I will just go not only based off of the cards, but what comes through my intuition as I look at the cards. And sometimes what happens is I receive lots of downloads and whatnot that may not necessarily be reflected in the cards. Also, I'm going to be skipping through this because I'm in the sunroom today, and you're going to be seeing some skip throughs, and the reason is because I am located in Virginia, and because there's a lot of military bases here, so you're gonna hear like lots of, aircraft flying over our home and whatnot, and it gets really loud. But that is the reason why you will be seeing skip throughs in this video. And let's go ahead and get started. Also, please ignore my nails because, yeah, I'm going through it with my nails right now. I am having a really hard time, so you're gonna see 2 nails off. But it's okay because you didn't come here for that. So thank you all for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get started. This is pile number 1. If you chose pile 1, then we're working with Dragon's Blood here. And I actually did this at the last minute, but yes, we're working with Dragon's Blood for the first pile. And then the second pile is this beautiful dried hibiscus here. I love hibiscus. Hibiscus is so beautiful. It's so amazing. Here we go. And then if you chose pile number 2, this is your hibiscus, your dried hibiscus. And if you chose pile number 3, or if you choose pile number 3, we are working with our frankincense tears. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to pause so that you can choose your pile. And I want you to remember to just take a deep breath, however many you need. Pause the video after you've chosen your deck if you wish to say a prayer amongst yourself. And I'm also going to say a prayer for you as well. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video so that you can choose your deck now. All right, if you chose pile number 1, welcome to your reading. And we are going to be working with Tarot of the Divine, and I also have a few more tarot cards in the piles. So yes, we're going to be working predominantly though with this deck here. It actually has grown to be one of my favorites over the years. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that. Let me just move this off to the side really quickly here so that we can get a good mix. And Divine, I thank you so much for your love and your divine protection. I set the intention that whoever is listening to this, that they receive exactly what they need. Please, Spirit, let me know what it is that my soul tribe who chose pile number 1, please let me know what they are receiving or what they are attracting. Thank you so much to our God from the highest realms of the universe. Thank you so much to our ancestors who protect us as we set about our days. I welcome you into our space. I love you. I appreciate you. I am grateful for your guidance. I am so grateful for your love, for your kindness, for your guidance, and for all the many blessings that you will give to us daily in abundance. And it is so. First card to come out. I don't know what card this is, and I did not even realize that this card was essentially chewed up like that. I'm not sure what happened there, but yes, I have no clue what that card is at all. I am hearing the word choices with this pile. Okay. I'm hearing choices with this one. Oh, okay. What are you attracting? What are you attracting? So first and foremost, the cards that showed up were the Ten of the Ten of Coins, which is the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands in reverse, and then we have the Three of Cups in reverse. Whoa. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. So the first, oh my goodness. Okay, this is so amazing. So what you guys are attracting, what I can tell, I just heard the life. First and foremost, y'all are attracting some kind of money. Wow. You are attracting some kind of money. I'm thinking that you guys did some type of spell recently where you guys, some of y'all work with, I want to say red candles, but I also want to say that some of y'all work with yellow candles. I say that because we do have the sun card is here. Some of you worked with some type of like yellow candle or like green candle. And you also got the Empress card who's here as well. So it looks to me that you guys are attracting some type of like, there's people or like a group or so, or a person or something, whether it be a job or whether it be, I don't want to say partner because it really doesn't feel romantic. Like, this is not the reading for romance. Actually, I'm going to be doing another reading, and that title is going to be, who are you attracting? But in this instance, it is what you are attracting. To be honest with you, I feel like you guys are attracting something, and something that comes in a lot of it. Like, you don't take just one, you take a lot of it. Like, it's not like where you go to, I don't know why, but I'm thinking like coins. You know how, like gold coins, something tangible and something that is like worth like investing. Like, you guys are attracting some type of investment or something that comes in a lot. Like, you don't just receive like this one thing. It's like, if you have this one thing, then you're gonna have to take all of it. Like, it doesn't come singular. Like, this is plural. Like, it feels like you're attracting something in multitude, or a multitude of something. It feels like you guys are attracting something in abundance. It really does. And I say that because you have the Ten of Pentacles here and also the King of Pentacles. If you are attracting a partner, though, you are attracting a partner that has money. And I say that because you have the King of Coins here. You are attracting something someone that wants to give to you, that wants to take care of you, that wants to pour into you financially, that wants to give you these things that can help you to become successful. You are attracting something, or you are attracting a blessing that you set your intention for. I'm hearing for some of you guys what this feels like. I just heard the word Leo, and which of course it makes sense because you have the Sun card here. I feel like you guys are also attracting some type of friend groups. Like, this is giving me the vibe where, even though the Ace of Wands is in reverse, it almost kind of feels like you're surrounded by friends or people who have a like-minded mindset as you. Like, you're attracting people who vibe with you, who have the same mindset, who are on the same wavelength when it comes to money, when it comes to finances, when it comes to success. Like, you guys are attracting people and all types of energies that are in alignment with this idea of multitude, or this idea of abundance, with this idea of many, and this idea of plenty. It's the word is abundance, but also generosity is the word. It's like you're attracting people who are generous, who you are attracting people who are rooted and grounded in their divine feminine essence of receptivity, but they also give as well. I feel like you guys are attracting just energy that just wants to pour. Like, that I'm seeing somebody pour like some tea in a cup, which is so funny because I have tea right here, but I'm seeing someone pour tea into a cup. But the taste of the tea kind of feels, or it tastes like it was like Manuka honey was used in this tea, and I'm hearing like lemon. And I'm also seeing pomegranate, like some type of pomegranate juice. And I'm hearing Jamaica, which is so funny because the next pile actually is hibiscus, Jamaica. So if you're listening to this pile, then more than likely you want to maneuver also over to the other pile, which is pile 2. I'm going to flip these over. Okay, you have the 9 of Wands. You have the... I almost said the 10 of Cups earlier, and I made a mistake. But actually, funny enough, the 10 of Cups is here. I feel like you are attracting people also who allow you to let your guard down. Like, you're no longer in this reserved space or in this, like... I don't know why the word is conservative. It's like you're no longer in a space that is, like, conservative. I feel like if you are someone who was more reserved or who gears more towards tradition, I see you opening up and kind of coming out of that. And the reason why is because you want to open up and expand your consciousness and expand your heart and expand your mind as to what comes to you and how it comes to you. You're no longer allowing yourself to think things like what Spirit is saying. You're no longer thinking narrow-mindedly about it. It's like you're just opening up. 10 of Cups here, 10 of Coins. This is fulfillment. This is wishes granted. This is everything that you could have ever hoped for. That's what this feels like. You, I feel like, are attracting everything in abundance. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, with this group, what I'm hearing Spirit say is like, do not put a cap on how much you can receive. Just keep your heart, your mind open. Just keep it open because you don't know. This is one of those things where you don't want to limit yourself and only ask for this amount. Spirit is saying that there is no cap. Like, for whatever reason, there is no cap. But the reason why is because there was a lot of limitation that you guys experienced in your former life. And what I'm hearing is that this is in the past. This also, for what I'm hearing, is pointing to a past life where some of you guys experienced a lot of disparity. Some of you guys experienced a lot of loss, a lot of pain, and if it wasn't in your past life, then it's in this life, like in the past. I'm hearing within like the last 10 years, like the number is 10 as well, especially because we have the 10 of Cups here, the 10 of Coins. I feel like it could have been like within like the last 10 years where you experienced some type of drought. And now what I'm hearing is that for some of you, also, what I just heard was to set your intention for the new moon, and I think it's in Capricorn on December 30th. I'm actually going to be looking into that chart. I haven't seen it yet, but you guys are being called to set your intentions for the new moon coming up in Capricorn on December 30th. And I feel like this reading is a direct result of that. If you guys have not already received this, and you guys are hoping or wanting to receive this, set your intentions on that Capricorn on that Capricorn new moon and watch your magic work for itself. Like, just watch it work. For some of you guys, you don't need to do that because it's already been done. There was a working that was already done, and now you are attracting the life of your dreams. You are attracting more, I'm hearing more peace within the home space. I feel like for some of you guys are actually attracting a home. I'm hearing something about like a new office space. It feels like you guys are attracting something where you can bring things in of plenty. Your environment actually is changing. Your whole environment. Like, you are that's the doorbell. You guys are attracting something again in plenty. With the Empress card here as well, it feels like you guys were in spaces where some of you were just unsure of how to attract. But now, as a result of you constantly doing your ritual, as a result of you constantly focusing on your divine feminine energy, it's this divine feminine energy that has you open, and that's the reason why you can receive more. You guys are no longer manifesting by way of forcing anything or by way of constantly exerting this masculinity. You guys are now, or whoever this is, I don't really care what your gender is, to be quite honest with you. That's not my concern. The feelings that I'm getting is it feels like you guys are manifesting again by being just open and receptive. Spirit is asking you to be open and receptive. I feel like with this Ace of Wands in reverse, though, this is Spirit reminding you that this is The Ace of Wands, I'm feeling like it's one of those things where even when you don't believe it, it's going to happen anyway. Like, that's just the vibe that I get. Even if you believe that it won't happen, it's going to happen anyway. I feel like with this Ace of Wands reverse, this is actually you coming back to life. Like, I'm seeing like someone out at sea. Actually, I'm seeing, okay, remember this scene in The Little Mermaid where her dad, King Triton, basically, like, gave her, use his power, use the power of the Triton to give her this beautiful sparkly dress. She's walking up, and he also gave her legs back, right? And this feels like that type of moment. It's where you've always wanted this thing. There was always resistance. There was always this blockage. There was always someone or something in the way. And now, as a result of you constantly being dedicated and you constantly being of service and you constantly being disciplined and unwavering when it comes to the things that you have wanted, everything else started to align because your stubbornness is what showed the universe, okay, you are not letting up and I can see how much you have wanted this. Now I'm going to give you everything that you could have ever hoped and wished for. And it really feels like that moment. You are getting everything you could possibly wish for. The family that you've always wanted. The account that you always wanted. And it's so interesting because your mundane life is changing, but there's an additional message about you allowing your external environment to fuel your internal environment because there's some type of enlightenment that is going to come of this. For some of you, the enlightenment happens when you don't have anything. For others of you, the enlightenment happens when you actually gain all of these different elements. I would not be surprised if the people that are listening to pile number one end up going on some type of like voyage or journey where they receive all of these things, and then what happens after that is what the word that's coming through is minimalism. They end up attracting all these things, and then they end up becoming more of a minimalist because they've already experienced it. It's like, what else what else do I really need? Like, I know what wealth is actually for now. I know the truth behind what it means to be truly happy. You guys are also receiving knowledge and wisdom. I feel that you guys are receiving knowledge and wisdom. Also, with dragon's blood, this is one of those resins where it's super versatile. You can use dragon's blood in so many different types of rituals, and love drawing rituals, lust, right? And sex magic. You can also use it for breaking curses and removals and things of that nature. You can also, I'm not even going to tell you like what else because I'm sure you guys know. It is powerful in all kinds of rituals, and I feel like dragon's blood was chosen for you guys because I feel like this is you connecting to your divine feminine. I feel like what I'm also hearing with this is like primal magic. It's like you guys also are so linked and so tapped into this primal aspect of you. And I feel like you are now learning how to properly use that energy. You're learning how to properly use your power. You're learning how to properly use your divine feminine energy to get what you want in a way that is beneficial to you, but also to others around you. I feel like you are being more considerate. I'm also feeling like people are more considerate of you. I feel like, the word is consideration. I feel like for you guys, it's this energy, again, that is just of plenty and it wants to share. You're attracting people that want to share with you, that want to give you and gift you things. Like, I cannot help but feel that. Okay. Be playful. And we also have be at home. And then we also have, and also you guys are going to hear the kids come up because they're getting ready to eat their stuff right now. We have all unfinished symphony. And then we also have all that glitters. I apologize about that, you guys. I had to stop for a moment because it just started getting really chaotic. When you have 4 kids, you know. If you know, you know. Moving on. So basically we have unfinished symphony. And we also have here all that glitters. Okay. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles here. And then we have here contemplation, which I'm gonna be getting into, obviously. And then we have the Tower card here, oppression. And then we have the 6 of Wands here. And we have the Queen of Cups, which I love this for y'all. The Queen of Cups. And then we have, oh my God, the Enlightened Feminine. You see what I'm saying? I knew it. I felt it. And then we have Lilith, the first woman. All right, I'm gonna be reading these out loud to y'all soon. So basically, with all of these that came through here, be playful, be at home. I feel like you're attracting these like spaces that allow you to just simply be yourself. Like I'm hearing the word rigid, so I feel like you guys are attracting these spaces where you don't have to feel like you have to keep up the armor. I feel like if anything, what I'm hearing is that you are attracting people that make you feel as though you're at home. Also, my son just walked in here, my baby. So, you guys, I know that we have like quite a few distractions today. My apologies for that. You know, it's a busy day here. Yeah. So, anyways, moving forward. So, that's kind of what I feel. Hang on one second, y'all. I have to go get my baby out of here because he is like, baby, don't forget your blanket. Here, get your blanket. Here, babe. I'm gonna close the door because I gotta work. Okay, you guys. Anyways, you guys are gonna hear some noise in the background because my 3-year-old just came in. But anyway, so I feel. And speaking of children, right? I feel like you can allow your inner child to come out. I feel like you guys are attracting people that not appease to your inner child, but I feel like you guys are attracting these spaces that allow you to feel. I don't know why, but I'm hearing like they fill a void. It's like these people give you things that you never had even when you grew up. Like I feel like you guys are attracting the very home or the very spaces that make you come alive and that bring out another version of you that is a lot more bright, that is a lot more caring, that is a lot more loving. I feel like you guys are also attracting someone showing up for you in a time of need. The word is enlightenment. Like I feel like the word is enlightenment for you for whatever reason. The word is just simply enlightenment. It feels like you guys are showing up in spaces that allow you to overcome, that allow you to leave the past behind. I feel like you guys are leaving the past behind you. Like you're not taking what used to be with you. You're not taking this old baggage. You're not taking these old, situations, these old failures, if you will, whatever these old things are that played a role in anchoring you to this despair, this lack. I feel like you guys are moving away from that and you're stepping into a home that is like, it's like the home of your dreams, the tribe of your dreams. It's like you guys are attracting or bringing in some type of fulfillment. I feel like this is in every single last aspect of your life. I also feel like you guys are attracting, or you guys are coming into alignment with everything. What I'm seeing right now is like I'm looking up at this tree outside, but what I can see though in my third eye's mind, if you will, is planetary alignment, where it looks like 7 planets are actually aligning all together. 7 planets, these 7 original planets, and I'm also seeing the newer planets also aligning. So this looks like full planetary alignment. It could be it could be the fact that you guys were looking or waiting for the right astrological moment to manifest something, and I feel like you guys are already manifesting it. I feel like when you guys actually do whatever ritual, or when you guys actually do the working to manifest it, what'll end up happening is that planetary alignment specifically is what's going to power up what was already started. Does that make sense? And I feel like this could also explain the reason why we did have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Now, what I'm feeling right now is the fact that you guys are finishing up something, again, that was once started. This unfinished symphony is pointing me to the Ace of Wands in reverse and all that glitters. What I feel like is that all that glitters sometimes points to the things that we feel are worth something, but when we really see it for what it truly is, it's not what we believe. It's not what we believed it to be. It's actually something quite different. All that glitters ain't gold. But in this instance, I am seeing actual gold. Like I'm seeing like a golden nugget. And what I'm also seeing is that it's like this pot of fortune, like this pot of fortune, not part of fortune, but pot of fortune, or like pot of gold. It's like what you find if you were to go soar beyond the rainbow. This is what you will find, or what would you find at the end of the rainbow, if you will. I know that metaphor is kind of played out, but just take it as it resonates. It really does feel glittery and shiny. It's almost like jewelry. Like you guys may also be attracting jewelry. And I'm also hearing some type of rhinestone and some type of like a wedding ring or some type of ring or something that is worth, I'm hearing that it's worth millions, it's worth thousands. It's not everybody has the resources to obtain this thing. I feel like you are obtaining that thing, whatever it is, right? The reason why I'm using such vague language is because this is a specific video for a general audience. So please just take it as it resonates. Absolutely. With the Hermit card coming out as well, and with Lilith here, with the Enlightened Feminine, I feel like you guys are no longer having to, I don't know why, but it's like you guys are no longer having to overthink. Spirit is asking you not to overthink anything. And also what I'm hearing is not to worry. Not to worry because everything's already paid for. Not to worry because everything's already, I don't know why I want to say everything's already made for. But everything's already accounted for. Like there's nothing for you to worry about. I feel like you guys are really being intentional as to what you guys are also bringing in as well. I say that because anytime you see the Hermit, it connects to Virgo. So this is you really being very intentional as to what you do, what you say, when you say it, who you say it to, and why you say it. It's like counting how many dots come after this, like how many dots are in a row. Like I don't know why it's dots, or like how many dots in a row. Like the dots, like you're connecting dots. Like for some of you guys, you're like you're formulating this master plan as to how you can obtain these things. But I feel like Spirit is reminding you that your divine feminine energy will take care of that, because the more that you focus on the divine feminine energy, the more you will raise your vibration and things will come to you. That's also the power and the magic of this candle. And this love and attraction candle is all about us raising our vibration and tapping into our divine feminine energy to attract the things that we want. So this candle really does truly focus on that. So if you guys are interested in working with this candle, let me know down in the comments, and or not book one, but reserve one while they are online, because I'm actually going to be doing a lot of changes in the Apothecary. But this love and attraction fixed candle not only helps you to draw in a partner, but it also again helps you honor that divine feminine energy so that you can obtain, or that you can receive really the things that you want that are in alignment with your greatest good. That's the reason why we're working here. That's the reason why I chose to make this candle. And it's so interesting because I feel like with this reading, you guys truly are attracting the things that are not just meant to teach you lessons, but anything that you're in love with, like whether it be a person, whether it be a thing, you're attracting the very thing that is in love with you, and you're also attracting what you are in love with. So this is the vibrational match that you guys have found. And also what I feel like is that whoever this is, or whoever these people are, they are a vibrational match to you, because they are also showing you how to get there. With the Six of Wands here, I feel like they're showing you the ropes, or they're showing you the ways. What it kind of feels like is what I'm hearing. And I also feel like with the Enlightened Feminine and with the First Woman, I feel like you have connected so strongly with your dark divine feminine energy, and you've drawn so much wisdom and power from that. And as you accept that, and the more that you've embraced it, the more that you've attracted by simply embracing this other aspect of you. And that really does feels right. And I feel like it's you embracing this other aspect that is what's, again, bringing these things in, or that is increasing the magnetism. That's the magic. Also, with this candle, it actually does help you connect to your dark divine feminine, because the dark divine feminine is not evil per se. It's very, very, very attracting. It draws wisdom and power from the shadow aspects, because it understands what the shadow is for, what it is, why it came to be, and how to integrate it properly in order to get what you want. Really, this divine feminine energy is just truly magnetizing because it's mysterious. You want to know more about it. And so when you want to know more about something, when you want to know more about someone, when you want to get to know them, you pursue them, right? And so the dark divine feminine aspect understands that. So it's open, it embraces its power, and it also only enacts on the things that it's meant for. And it doesn't hone in on it per se, it just is the power, it is the magic. And so that's what I feel like you guys are also understanding. Okay, I love you guys very much. If you guys need anything from me, please visit me online at CassandraTurner.com. Thank you so much for listening to this reading. I'm gonna go over here and calm down my baby, because he is just happy right now, and And I don't want to calm down his happiness, but I do need it like a little bit quiet. So I'm going to redirect him, and then I'm going to move on to pile number 2. So if you're still listening, make sure that you listen to pile number 2, because I feel like there's something that you guys may need. Also, you guys can follow me over on Instagram at Magic of Eden. I am looking forward to working with you. I love you all, and I will see you at your next timestamp. Divine greetings and gratitude, y'all. If y'all chose pile number 1, pile number 2, actually, this is your reading. And we, of course, have hibiscus. And before we get started with that reading, I'm actually going to light some incense, because it is definitely about that time that we light. And when it comes to hibiscus, I like to use hibiscus in rituals that honor my divine feminine, but also honor my beauty and also honor my sensuality, because I feel like hibiscus has this way of being super open and receptive. And it's one of those flowers that when you see the flower, it's so striking and it's so beautiful and it's just so bold and juicy. And it's one of those flowers that remind me of the power of receptivity, the power of being open, the power of being just your most divinely feminine self, as a way to attract and as a way to receive things. And I feel like I am someone that loves using the symbolism and the power of flowers. And the reason is because, well, for one, I'm a Taurus rising. I love flowers, right? Like, my chart is Venusian ruled, but it's also ruled by Capricorn and also Sagittarius. So it also is very ruled by, I'm heavily dense with Venus and Jupiter and Saturn energy. Like, if you see my chart, you'd be like, wow. Anyway, and I'm also heavily dense with water, but that's neither here nor there. So I feel like the reason why I'm saying this also, by the way, is because on an intuitive level, or from an intuitive perspective, it's you diving into the gifts that you naturally have that naturally make you beautiful, right? For some of you, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but I feel like as it pertains to like what you're attracting, it almost is kind of like you're attracting based off of the natural beauty that you exude. And that's what the energy feels like for those of you that chose pile number 2. It's just this natural, you have a natural way of getting the things that you want, whether it be by what you're saying, how you're saying it. It almost kind of feels like you guys are attracting by way of honesty, integrity, but also just showing up as this beautiful, I have to fix this, you guys, it's going to bother me. You guys are attracting based off of your ability to just simply remind other people how beautiful they are and the wisdom that they carry, right? And it's so interesting because the title of the video is What Are You Attracting? And for whatever reason, I felt the need to say, how you are attracting. And we're going to get into what you are attracting in a moment. I also feel a sense of calmness with this group. Like, it feels very calming and relaxing. And just, it feels very open. Even with my incense, for whatever reason, it's making the V. It's making like a V, but it also is, it's reminding me of, I don't know why, but I'm hearing like a canal. It's like this canal, like this birth canal, where this baby obviously will come through in order to emerge so that it can experience life. And I don't know why, but you could be attracting a baby. Like, if you are not looking to attract a child right now, like, I don't wish that on you. But what I'm saying is that you can also take that as a metaphor and say that this baby that you're attracting is something that you are meant to nurture, that you're meant to care for, so that you can not only bring it to life. And I'm also seeing the Rose of Jericho. Like, there's something about like this energy of coming back to life once water and divine love and this divine energy touches it for this so-and-so amount of time. And I don't know why, but the Rose of Jericho is something that's coming through as well with this group, which is funny because, again, this is all about Venus, right? Hibiscus is a Venusian-ruled flower, and so we're connecting to Venus, which is so interesting, actually, because we were talking about Venus obviously earlier. And also, this reading also is infused with Venusian energy, especially because we do have our love and attraction candle here. So I want to go ahead and start getting into your cards. If you hear anything in the background, it's because nature is shedding her leaves and they are all over my backyard, which I'm super happy about. And it is always a joy and a pleasure to see nature shed her old skin. It's so beautiful. She's getting rid of those dead ends. and I'm loving all of it. So I don't know why, but I feel like you guys are attracting beauty as well. Like you're attracting some form of like beauty. The first card to come out here is the Judgment card. That's the first one, and then the second one is the Page of Cups, which I love. The Page of Cups connects. Okay, it connects me to poetry and things of that nature. I feel like before I say what I feel, I just want to ask. Oh, okay. Nine of Cups is here. Ace of Swords. Oh my goodness, I have to pick up a card. Hang on a second, you guys. I'm sorry. I have to pick up a couple of cards. What are these cards that we're chasing? You also got the Ten of Cups as well. This card is wanting to come out. Oh my goodness. Okay, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, and the Devil card here. So with the cards that we have here, we have Judgment, the Page of Cups. We have the Two of Wands in reverse here. We have the Nine of Cups. And Two of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. The Knight of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Cups. We also have here the Six of Wands and the Devil card. Alright, so the card that stands out to me the most right now is, for whatever reason, the Judgment card. And second to that is the Three of Wands in reverse. Third to that is the Two of Wands. And fourth to that is the Ace of Swords. I feel like with this pull or with this reading, for whatever reason, I'm hearing the word say what you need to say. This is funny because if I remember, I feel like this came through in a different reading before in the past that I did. And I feel like chances are, I don't, well, first and foremost, I don't believe in any coincidences. And I feel like if you guys watched that video, which I really don't know what video it is, to be honest. I say a lot of things, but chances are if you've seen that video, you more than likely seen this one, because you guys are constantly returning to my channel, which I appreciate, love, by the way, and I'm grateful for that. I feel like there's this need for you to, I don't know why the word is call out. The Star card is not here, but I feel the Star card's energy. Yeah, the Star card's vibe is all over this. Like, there's something about the Star that I'm feeling right now. And I feel like there's a need to, like, not just call out, but there's a need to call out some kind of truth. And I feel like you guys are attracting by way of what you speak. The words that you speak are very beautiful. They're very loving. They're very kind. They are very gracious. I also feel like you guys are attracting something. It was written in your diary or it was written in your journal. I'm hearing the date of March the 3rd, of September 10th, January 15th, November 3rd, April 17th, and December 20th. Like, these are dates that I'm hearing. It could 100% obviously be between those dates, but it's something about those dates. And I'm also seeing July. Like, those are the only things that those are the only ones that I'm hearing. And I'm also hearing autumn. Like, those are different dates. So remember, this is a general reading. So that could be the reason why so many different dates and like different months came through, because again, this is a general reading for, not a general reading, but a specific reading for a general audience. Remember to take all things that resonate and remember to leave all things that don't. So I really do feel like this, I feel like you guys are also attracting like new levels of some sort. I feel like you guys are attracting like sensuality. You guys are attracting something that will please the senses. You guys will attracting something that that is pleasing to your eye. Like you're attracting something that is aesthetically pleasing. You guys are attracting something that allows your senses to just simply go wild. Like that's what I'm hearing. I feel like you guys are attracting really intense. I'm hearing the words like love affairs. You guys are attracting really intensely deep and loving poetic partners. Like that's what this feels like. And specific partners for some people. It's not just a partner, it's partners. I feel like you guys are attracting things that allow you to explore your shadow side. You guys are attracting things that are very fiery. You guys are attracting people that are very fiery, by the way. And I also feel like you guys are starting to really tap more into this divine wisdom and this divine knowing. I want you to be very careful how you work your magic, and I want you to be very careful as to what you are, and be very specific as to what you're trying to attract. Because if you are not careful, you will easily attract people who are in their shadow, and you don't want that. I feel like for some of you guys, not to scare you, but you guys are 100% are attracting people who are in their shadow element, who need help, who need healing, and who need some type of guidance. I feel like you are definitely attracting people who need guidance. And I say that because you do have judgment here. And I see the Six of Wands. Someone is seeking you. Someone is coming to you because they need to know something. And they need to consult you. High Priestess vibes is written all over this reading. And even though the High Priestess is not here, I do feel the High Priestess energy as well. Like it feels like they're coming to you to consult you because they need your help. They need your expertise. Like that's what I'm feeling right now. Like they need some type of knowledge and wisdom that can only come from you specifically, because no one else does it or says it like you. Like that's just what I heard. Like they don't say it like you. I feel like this person more than likely was misled at one point, and they're looking to figure out, like they're trying to find the way. These are all different things that I'm hearing that you guys are attracting. Also, when I flipped through the deck, not flipped through it, but I opened it, and the death card was here. So I'm definitely going to be putting this card down, the death card. The fact that the death card is here as well, I feel like you guys are also, you might be attracting a Scorpio, actually. Or something dealing with like Scorpionic vibes, more than likely. Moving forward, I feel like you guys are 100% like you guys are also like attracting money, but it feels more pleasurable. It's not just money, but it very well could be. This has Venus written all over it, because you have the Page of Cups here, which points me, even though it's like more like Piscean type of vibes for me at times, the fact that Venus does rule art, and this is connecting me to art. And it's, I don't know why, but I'm seeing like someone at an art gallery, and they're looking at these pieces. So you could be attracting like the perfect piece, or like the perfect mural to put on your wall to change the aesthetic and the vibe. I feel like of your apartment or your loft or whatnot, or whatever you have. All right, we're going to continue, because as we heard, the aircraft was passing by. With the Nine of Coins here, I feel like you guys are attracting maybe like this, like a trip, like leisure. And I'm feeling like you guys are attracting, I don't know if you're setting your intention to go on a trip, but I feel like you guys are attracting that. I'm seeing you guys work with like this red pill, like not a pillar candle, but the skinnier ones, like those. Like I'm seeing you guys work with those, and I don't know why, but I'm seeing red for some of you and white. That's what I'm feeling, and that's what I'm feeling and hearing for you guys. I also feel like take your time with this. Like I know that you guys are more than likely trying to attract something, but I cannot help but feel Spirit say to take your time. Like this is not something that is just rough, right? Like you don't rough house this energy. This energy feels more like you have to take your time with it, because it's what Spirit is saying that it's fragile. Whatever you're attracting, it's something that is very fragile. It's something, I don't know why, but I'm also hearing something like soft and fluffy. Are you guys attracting maybe like a pet, like a small pet? That very well could be. Like you guys could very well be attracting like a small pet, or like a bunny rabbit or something like that. Like a bunny rabbit or a hamster is what I'm seeing. For some of you, it's more intense, like a snake. Yeah, these are different things that you guys are attracting. I also feel like with this judgment card here, I cannot help but feel like you guys are going to be refusing something that's coming to you. Like this, whatever this is coming to you, I'm seeing you say no to it because it's, even though it seems good, but there's something that your intuition is saying it's like this is a no for me, because there's something about this energy that I'm not really vibing with, and because of that, I just have to let it go. I'm good. I don't want this. And I feel like the truth will show itself eventually. And you'll be glad you rejected this thing. So I feel like you're also, again, attracting people, like I said, that need healing. You are attracting people that need sound advice. You are attracting people that need leadership. You are attracting people that need to see themselves. I really want you to really be careful, and I want you to set your intention on spiritual safety, and I want you to use your spiritual protection oils as well, because you guys are attracting energy that, for some of you, you guys are attracting energy that is very draining, right? Like, I don't want you guys to think, oh, these readings are always going to be very, like, what is the word? Favorable. Some of the information that will come through you guys is not always going to be favorable. You may not always want to hear it, but it may be what you need to hear. And I'm all about giving you guys that transparency in a reading. I'm not going to lie to you. Some of you guys are attracting energy that is meant, that is going to suck the life out of you if you allow it. You don't want that. I also am hearing the word trickery. Some of you are attracting energy that wants to prey on you. And the reason is because it sees how loving you are. It sees how compassionate you are. It sees how much you care. And it sees your softness. And I feel like they're wanting to benefit from that. And Spirit is saying to say no to that energy. I also feel like you guys are, I just heard the word blindsided, which makes sense because we do have the Two of Wands is here, but there was a Wands card that was in reverse. Yes, the Three of Wands is in reverse here. I also feel like, what? That's so interesting. Cloak of invisibility from like Harry Potter. Someone's trying to like hide and like sneak their way in. Block. No, this is the block. Like Spirit is saying to block that energy. This is energy that is like, it's trying to like sneak its way. For some of you, it's they're trying to work their way back, and Spirit is like, no. That's what you're attracting. You're attracting people that are also trying to make their way back after you've already said no. You want to be careful of that, okay? But moving on to more favorable things, I also feel like you guys are something's coming to a culmination here. It's at its peak, and it hasn't ended, but something definitely is coming to a culmination here. And I feel like whatever you are attracting, it's something that you have to sit down and think about. For some of you, you don't even know what you want to attract right now, and that's great. Like, if you don't know what you want to attract, that's fine. What Spirit is asking you to do is spend some time in meditation, spend some time in becoming more in tune with your body. Spirit is asking you to just be more in tune with your body and listen to what your body is telling you, because when you follow those cues, right, you will know what you need, and you will attract what you need by listening more to your body. Is this making sense, you guys? I hope that this is making sense. With the Ace of Swords here coming up in reverse, I want you to remember the importance of honesty, and I want you to remember the importance of divine ideas and keeping your mind open and not allowing yourself to be closed off if you feel like you're not getting what you want. There's a reminder here to keep your mind open and remember that all ideas are divine because they come from the mental realm. I want you to remember that. The Ace of Swords popping up in reverse right now, I feel like someone could be trying to use words as a way to flatter you, and Spirit is saying to be very careful of that. I don't know why, but with this group, it almost kind of feels like you guys are attracting people or things that you don't want to see if you're actually going to fall victim to that, or to see if you're going to allow that to bait you in and trap you. Spirit is reminding you the importance of staying in tune with yourself and listening, and truly listening and using your higher judgment, because there are some things coming to you that are not favorable, And you want to make sure that you sit with yourself long enough and that you honor yourself, honor your divine feminine vibes, and keep keep yourself open but also protected, because there are some things that are coming to you that are attracted to the natural beauty that you exude. Like, I'm hearing like the word leeches. You are attracting people who just want to feed off of you. You may even attract people, and I don't wish it for you, but that may be jealous because they see how amazing you are. They see how beautiful you are. They see how radiant you are. They see how effortless you are at just embodying this type of energy. And what I feel like is it's because you are so tapped into your divine feminine and that beautiful in that aspect of you, that even if they couldn't hurt you if they tried. Like, they could try, but they cannot hurt you if they tried. Like, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Like seriously. Like, this is energy where if you've been reading like your Psalms and whatnot, and if you've been using Psalms in your workings, they will not succeed in whatever they're trying to throw at you. Like, that's what this feels like. With this candle here, because obviously, again, we're this is the candle, the vibe that we're working with. We've been talking about this candle for a while now. If you guys want to see a video on how I created this candle or how I fixed it, make sure that you look into the description box and also in the comment section, because I'm going to be linking that video as to how I fixed this candle. Not how I worked with it, but how I fixed it. I can go into another video on that. I can go into that in another video if you will, or if you would like. How to work with the candle, the sigil that goes with it, and things of that nature. Or I may actually keep my sigil to myself, because you know how people are over the internet. So basically, with this candle, I feel like the reason why this candle would be great for this reading, or for people who chose pile number 2, is because you can actually set your intention to attract only the vibrations that are in alignment with you. And you can use this to actually honor that other aspect of you, to ensure that who you are attracting or what you are attracting is something or someone that is of value, that is of loving energy from the highest realms of the universe. Like, not even kidding. I feel like this candle will not make you more hyper aware, but really help you to tap in and hone in to this divine feminine aspect, to your own inner beauty, to your natural beauty. For those of you that are wanting more help with that, this is not the same as a glamour magic spell or ritual or candle. This is more so you honoring your body for what it is, honoring yourself for what you are, and using the vibes that you already have and enhancing those vibrations and raising those vibrations to attract the things that you do want. So that's what I feel coming from that. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and move over to our oracle decks, because that is what is next on the list. Our oracle deck, or your oracle decks, actually, I should say. All right, we have Nothing is Wasted. We also have Dream the World into Being. This is connecting me to the 9 of Cups. All right, we have Treasure Island. And we also have To the Sea. We have Milk and Honey. And we also have the Prince of Wands, or the Prince of Staves here. We have the Tradition card, which is the Hierophant in reverse. Okay. And we have the Fool card in reverse here. And we also have the Two of Coins, or the Two of Pentacles. We have My Bago, I believe. I probably butchered that, but it's the Warrior Saints, and we'll read those later. And then we also have Mary Magdalene, the Apostle of the Apostles. I just heard like the Queen of Queens. The Queen of Queens in this one. I don't know why, but I'm hearing like the word rejection. Yeah, the word rejection makes sense because there's something that you guys are rejecting or refusing. And there may be sour feelings with that, but that's okay. Like, that's none of your business. Like, how they feel about your rejection is none of your business. What I do feel, though, is that you guys there's something very poetic and very mystical and very Piscean about this energy as well. Like, I feel like your sun sign, your moon, or your rising may be Pisces if you're listening to this, or there's a very strong influence on your 12th house, or or what's in your Pisces. Also, the original ruler of Pisces actually is Jupiter. So I would check where your Jupiter and where your Neptune sit. in your astrology chart or in your natal chart. That's very interesting that I'm saying that. But anyways, Treasure Island and Out to Sea. If you were to go out and you were to explore, or if you were to just step out, I feel like there's so many energies that are drawn to you. I would really be setting my intention or working with candles right now that are all about not just attraction, like not just this one, but that are for spiritual protection. Because I just have this feeling that if you're listening to this right now, you are attracting energies from so many different areas of life, and so many different people, and so many different things, that you as an intuitive, as an empath, because you guys are more than likely empathic, especially with that Page of Cups there, it really does feel like you guys are attracting so many different people. I feel you guys, like, please make sure that you're using your discernment, and please make sure that you are saying spells of protection. Make sure that you have your amulets, because I feel like you're going to need it. For some of you. For some of you, you don't, because you guys are more advanced. And I don't mean that. Or you guys may find like a different way of protecting. Either you're more advanced, or you're just, using other means of protection. Like, just take it as it resonates, okay? No one's better than anyone here. I just want you guys to remember, I'm not saying any of that, right? Like, you guys, everyone's meaningful. Everyone's gift is meaningful, right? Nothing is to go to waste. And that's interesting that I say that, because I feel like everything is meaningful. And nothing goes to waste means is that you care for the earth, you care for your body, you care for others. You don't let anything go to waste, because you see the value in things. And you are attracting people who need to also learn how to see the value within themselves, how to see the value within other people, and how to know how to treat things with care. Right? Like, I feel, and it's so interesting that I say that, because that's pointing me to the Nine of Coins, where it's like you know the value and the things and the beauty in things. Like, you see the true value and the beauty that other beings hold. Venus, or that energy, understands that there is beauty to be found in every single thing. And that's why I feel like Venusian energy is so powerful in glamour magic, because in order for you to truly do a glamour, you have to know that there's potential for there to be some kind of beauty there, or you have to be able to see, well, I mean, you don't have to, but to me, I feel like it is essential for you to see the beauty that already exists within that thing, and you can work with that beauty in order to enhance it. Does that make sense? In order for you to enhance something, you have to acknowledge that it's already there, and that what it has is not anything that, it's not to go to waste. It should not be discarded. Does that make sense? It should be implemented, because the more that you do, the more that you appreciate this thing, the more that you are grateful for this thing, the more that you can find the beauty in it, which helps to heal it. Does that make sense? And I feel that for some of you guys, you are attracting people that need to learn from the way that you naturally exude yourself. Like, I really do believe that. Like, it's not to say that you're better than them. It's just to say that that's an area that it appears that you've already mastered it, or you're mastering it, and people need that guidance. Treasure Island, to the Sea, Milk and Honey. So with the Knight of Wands here, I feel like you're also you may be attracting someone that's willing to go to war for you. I don't see you guys doing anything in a traditional way. I think that your way of exploration it's non-conventional. It's not what is tried and true. It's not what it used to be. I feel like you guys are breaking away from tradition. You guys are breaking away from something in order to experience something new. That's an additional message coming through here. I see you guys taking a trip somewhere, and you are exploring, and I feel like you're going to find the one when you're out on travel. That's what this kind of feels like as well. I want you to notice how we have the Two of Coins here, and how there's two hearts. Can you guys see that? How there's two hearts there? I feel like whatever or whoever you're attracting, it almost kind of feels like it's I don't know why, but I'm hearing like it's go time. If you guys don't know necessarily what you're attracting, which I feel like we said that at the very beginning, it's okay that you don't, because this is a time where you can sit still and listen to spirit, listen to your guides, and keep yourself open and meditate. Like, there's something very specific about meditating, but meditating outside in a lush garden. Like, I feel, and I'm seeing koi fish and like like flipping a penny in a koi fish pond. Like, that's what this also brings me to. It's something very beautiful about koi fish and you making a wish, but you also taking the time to sit down with yourself and meditate to see what it truly is that you want. This pile has so many messages to it. Like, I'm here for it. Like, I'm not even gonna fight it. I feel like with milk and honey though, there is this sweetness that's coming in. Whatever you guys are attracting, it's going to bring the sweetness out in you as well. Like, it's going to bring more of the sweetness out. I feel like you guys may be attracting something very sweet. It could be like a basket of fruits, like a fruit basket. You guys may be going to a farmer's market, right? I mean, like pile number one, there really is no limit as to what you can attract. And as a result of that, that's exactly the reason why you should be that's exactly why, if I were you, right, I would be working my magic for protection. And I would highly implore you to do that, because I can feel that you're not only attracting the favorable aspects, but you may be attracting things that are unfavorable. It's like the polar opposite. It's like you attract this one thing, and then here goes this other thing that is of a different type of temperature, if that makes sense. Like hot and cold. And also everything in between. Anyways, thank you guys for listening to this message. And I'm hoping... Oh, I forgot to read these. I'm so sorry. First and foremost, it says, Mary Magdalene, I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. The other card here that fell, we have... I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. That's so interesting, because that's pointing me to the Knight of Wands. My devotion attracts resources and support. To be honest, again, you guys are attracting people that want to go above and beyond for you. And I also feel like it's because of who you are. People want to just pour into you because of where you stand with yourself, where you stand with God, with the universe. It feels like people see you and they want to come and be of help and support. I really do feel like you guys are receiving, or not just receiving, but attracting amazing divine masculine energy who just wants to take care of you. Like, you don't even have to lift a finger. Like, you don't have to lift a finger. Like, I don't care if you're male, you're female, or whatever gender you identify with, or whatever it is. Like, you are so in tune with your divine feminine beauty and your divine feminine essence that you are attracting people that want to just simply fight for you. It's like when you go to like the hood, right? Well, if for those of you guys that don't know, like if you go to like the hood or whatnot, right? Like, because you're so amazing and dope, like, even though they know that you're not from the hood per se, or even though they know that you're not like of that type of life, they still love and support you. And if you need protection, they're willing to protect you. That's the kind of vibe you guys are. Like, that is so beautiful and amazing. Okay, I love you guys so much. If you guys need anything from me, visit me online at CassandraTurner.com. And if you guys want, you guys can follow along with me over at Magic of Eden on Instagram. I am always honored, excited, and elated to be in your presence, and I always want to work with you guys. So thank you so much for spending time with me here, and I will catch you in my next video. All right, if you chose pile number 2, this is your reading, and we have frankincense tears, which I love to use frankincense in any type of working where I am doing either purging and banishing, cleansing, purification. I love using those in that type of ritual. And those types of ritual. And also if I'm making, giving any offerings to the energies that I work with. And I also just like to bless my home by burning this in a cauldron and just kind of going around the home with it on the outside, saying my spells and things of that nature. That is what I'm notoriously known for, because that's just simply how I choose to do my workings, right? So I love frankincense when it's used as an offering. And I feel like this feels like this is a very spiritual type. Everything really is spiritual because everything has a spirit to it. Everything is energy. But I feel like the word is devotion. You can use this also and as an act of devotion. And I feel like with this group also, the fact that when I was actually getting your cards ready, right? There was a sense of like excitement. And it was a sense of like, okay, I'm ready. Like, I'm just ready. But also it was like a word of caution. And it was interesting that came through, because when the cards were coming out, I mean, they were just coming out like, it was just no stopping. It was like, yes, I'm ready. But then it was like, yes, even though there's this victory, you also want to have caution, because there's something that could be, I don't know why, but I'm seeing like a bump. And it's like when you're traveling, right? And then you like hit something and then you have to check the tire and then you have to do the tire change. But then it doesn't stop the travel. It's like a small hurdle that you have to get over. Does that make sense? But that's the vibe that I got. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and start shuffling. Because I really, like I said, I really want to see what your cards mean. Not what they mean, but what you guys' cards are gonna be. I'm getting a whiff of strawberries, which is interesting because I actually have a black cherry candle burning right now, but I'm smelling strawberries. And the incense that I have as well is Belizean Breeze, which I find really interesting. No, one is Belizean Breeze and one is actually frankincense and myrrh. And then we have the black cherry candle burning. I know you're like, you got a lot of smells going on right now. I know, but I'm still smelling strawberries. And I know for a fact that it's not because of the mixture of these two, because I've been sitting here for a while now with those burning, and I not once smelled strawberry. So for whatever reason, I'm seeing like strawberries, and I'm getting a sense of strawberries right now. Okay, Spirit, what is it that this pile is attracting? Not this pile, but the people that chose this pile. What are they attracting? The first card to come out was a Hermit in reverse. You also got the Page of Cups, but you also... Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely the reason why Spirit said slow down. And as we say that, whoa, the Eight of Wands comes out. And I have to go... And I had to chase it. Yeah, this Eight of Wands is coming out. It came out in reverse. And then it came out upright. And so I feel like there's a stopping and starting up again. Or stopping and keep going type of vibe and type of energy. We're going to put this back in reverse. And then we're just going to read it as it is. Temperance is here. You have the Two of Pentacles in reverse here. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. Okay. This feels like some of you guys are... It's so interesting that Devo's like barking during your reading. I feel like... I don't want to say this worries me. But what I am going to say, though, is that I feel like someone's not thinking clearly. I think that the best thing that you guys could... Okay, I'm going to be real with you. I don't think that... I can feel like maybe now... If you were looking at attracting something in specific, I feel like now may not be the time for that. And the reason is because priorities need to be shifted to something else. It's like your priorities are changing. Like you may have been attracting this one thing and it may have manifested, but there's something about you saying, you know what, I need to put this down for right now because my priorities are changing and I need to make sure that I think this through. And I feel like whatever you were attracting was already here, but you're putting more thought into it and you're having second thoughts about it. I don't know why, but I feel like there's this energy that is just really unsure. And it's funny because I feel like it started off as really exciting, but then it's like, you know what? There's something that is not... There's just something about this energy or there's something about this person that you've attracted that, I don't know why, but it needs to be like, they're under review. I think you should take some time really to like allow things to balance out for right now, because there's so many things that are going on in your everyday life that are keeping you from being able to fully receive or even attract something, because the energy is scattered and everywhere. And I feel like that is the reason why Spirit is saying that right now the focus for you is really just to slow down. Now, I'm going to be real with you guys. Even though the question is what are you attracting, I'm being brought to focus on the energy that is happening right now around you versus what you are attracting, because what you will attract will come when you figure this out. And that's the reason why I'm going to, one, listen to Spirit. And if you want to click out of this video, you are more than welcome to, but I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I'm just not going to do it. I'm being guided to focus on the energy. What Spirit is saying for you to do right now is take time to focus, to reflect, and also Spirit is telling you right now to take time to actually sit with yourself and meditate and balance and bring things to a balance. There's something about the middle path that you guys are meant to walk right now, because again, the energy is just simply everywhere. It's everywhere. It's in everything, and I feel like it's impeding on your ability to see clearly, and it's impeding on your ability to bring things, and it really does feel like a road blockage. It feels like a roadblock. It feels like there's something that brought you to a halt that really does need to be tended to and looked at. Because if you continue to move forward or push forward with whatever you're doing, then eventually it's going to plague something. It's going to plague what you have, and it's going to cause more harm than good in the long run, because something else is going to be messed up as a result of you constantly going and moving in motion with whatever this thing is. And I feel like with the Hermit in reverse here, I feel like this is really you being called back and to retreat so that you can figure things out. I feel like also this is the card of Virgo, and it came up in reverse. I feel like also with the Four of Cups here, the Page of Cups, okay, we have that. We have the King of Cups in reverse, Judgment. There is a highlight also on you paying more attention to your emotional body and where you feel emotionally insecure, or if you're dealing with someone that's emotionally insecure or unstable. I feel like the best thing to do is to detach from that with the utmost form of grace, or with the utmost type of knowledge and wisdom. Like, there's something about detachment and having compassion as a result of detaching yourself. And I say that because we have the Temperance card here. Anytime I see the Temperance card, it always points me to the Guru, the Sage, the Sagittarian vibes, the Jupiter vibes, to the Great Sage, to, you know, I don't know why, but the great guru is the phrase coming through here, like the great teacher. It connects me to Buddha energy. Like, that's what I get when I look at the Temperance card. I look at the Temperance card as a signal to travel down the middle path, or to take the middle path. And that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing someone detaching because there was a lot of things, like there was just like emotional unsettlement that happened or that's going on with them, and it's requiring them to detach because it's taking them out of a space of fulfillment and happiness. And what Spirit is saying is that I am terribly sorry, you guys. My battery ended up dying, so forgive me for that. But anyways, moving forward with this Temperance card, it is a call to detach. And when you do decide to detach, that is when you can focus on seeing things truly for what they are and seeing past the illusion. And not in every pile, but in the last pile, I remember we saw that we had the Page of Cups, I think. Like, I can't remember, but I feel like the Page of Cups was there. So I feel like with this Page of Cups energy and with it being above the High Priestess, the Spirit is saying, like, I'm hearing don't be naive. Like, there's a sense of, like, naivety with this. Like, it's not to say that you're naive. Like, I'm not here to call anyone that, but there's this essence of, like, naive energy. And it almost feels like Spirit is saying for you to really, there's a need for something to mature. Like, this other energy may not be mature, or you may be in a space where you're coming out of this, I don't know why the word is bewilderment. Like, it's like you're coming, why do I hear I'm hearing like the word bewilderment. This may not be you, this may be someone else. Just take it as it resonates. But also I feel like you're coming out of this energy that is less seasoned and youthful to a more what is the word? I don't know why I feel like this is not clear. Someone is not clear about something. The word is backtrack. And watch your steps. Like, backtrack and watch your steps. Slow all the way down. Take a pause. Take a moment of reflection and think about what has been given to you. Think about what you are receiving and what you are allowing yourself to receive. Because I feel like some of you guys are really needing to start honoring this more divine feminine essence so that you can receive or attract something. But I feel like you more than likely are someone that you give without thinking, and you give without cap, and you give without you. It's like you give endlessly, and you do it to such a degree where it's like people almost kind of expect it from you. Like they just like, okay, you show up, and these people are like, okay, but we know so and so is gonna bring this. We know they're gonna do that. So let's like not even worry about it. You know what I mean? But it's not one of those innocent things where it's like, oh, okay, I know that they're gonna do their part. It's more so one of those things where it's like, no, like we're just gonna let her do it. Like who cares? Like they would rather you do it because they just simply don't want to, and not because they can't do it. Does that make sense? And I feel like it almost is kind of like a slap in the face to you, because it's like, listen, if you can do something for someone, then you can do that, especially when you know that this person is always showing up. So why not return the favor? It's like they will always accept you or always want you based upon how much you give, based upon how much you do. And I feel like that is an issue, and that is a problem. And I think that's the reason why Spirit is saying to slow down and stop, because there's something that needs to be checked. And I feel like with this Four of Cups in reverse here, this is one of those things where you have to like really think about how this is. I don't know why, but I'm hearing the word rejection for this one. Did I say rejection in this one, or was it in the last one? I feel like it was in the last one. So if you came from pile number 2, then more than likely you're also coming to pile number 3. Perhaps, maybe. Or maybe you were listening to pile number 2 and then you clicked out of it and you came to pile number 3. And I feel like the reason why for some of you, if you did that, is because you're meant to really stop and pause and think about how much you're giving. Spirit is asking you to think about how much you're giving. You're not attracting anything. Actually, no, the Spirit is saying is that actually, correction, you are attracting something, but what you're attracting are people who want to take from you, right? And I feel like Spirit is asking you to think critically here. And I think with this Page of Cups, it means well. This Page of Cups is the energy that gives people the benefit of the doubt. It's like I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, but Spirit is saying, like, but you know that deep down, that in the back of your mind, you can feel it in your gut, that these people are who they say they are. This person has already showed you who this person was, but you're going back and you're rethinking it because you feel like giving them the benefit of the doubt is better than you following your intuition. And that's where Spirit is saying that that's where the mistake is happening. And it's interesting because I feel like with the Hermit card coming up in reverse here, I feel like you got some of you either maybe around someone that is just not using their head, or you may be the one not using their head in this one. And it's one thing to not use your head, but also I feel like you're not following your intuition either. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't mean to sound rude, or I don't mean to sound like I'm being insensitive, because I get it. Like, it's imperative for us to have compassion, yes, right? At the same time, I feel like I want to say that you know better. Like, genuinely, you know better. The High Priestess is here because I feel like you can see through what they're saying, but you want to believe that because you have the best. It's like you have the best hope for people. You have, you know, it's like you have people's best interest at heart. It's like you see the good in them, and it's not to say that they're bad people. It's just to say that you're seeing the good in them, and you're also, for some of you, it's like you're moving based off of a potential, and that's why you keep hurting yourself, because this is more than a potential. This has everything to do with you listening and moving according to what they're showing you. And I feel like that's the reason why Spirit is saying for me not to focus on what you're attracting per se, but what is going on around you immediately. And I feel like that is what Spirit wants you to focus on right now. If you want to attract this thing, then you yourself have to be willing to have discernment and know what is truly meant to be in your life, that is going to be of aid, and not really even really of aid, but it's more like that is going to be not just like a vibrational match, but what are the words that I'm looking for? It's like you want to make sure that what you're attracting and who you're attracting is of quality, but is of also honesty, is of love, is of compassion. You want to attract people that are that reciprocate the energy that you also give. And I feel like that's the reason why Spirit is asking you to slow down, because even though you may be excited for this thing, for this person, you have to really ask yourself, am I really ready to choose this? Am I really ready to accept this? Am I really ready to accept them? For some of you, the answer was no, because you still have to master the art of using your discernment, and you haven't mastered it yet. And it's okay that you haven't, right? Like, we're all on this journey together, and we're all at different stages, if you will. But really, what stages are there in spirituality? It's really about us just simply following what we're in alignment with, and not really just following that, but really allowing ourselves to follow our intuition. Because our intuition will always lead the right way. With the King of Cups here, I feel like this has everything to do with, this is bringing me to emotional codependency. And that's what I feel. Someone may be emotionally codependent on you, and you may be taking care of them in that way. But also, when you do things like that, when you overgive, when you keep doing things for people, you really only hurt them because you're not allowing them room to grow. You're not allowing them room to use their own intuition, right? It's this act of enabling. Like, that's the energy that's coming through. There's this idea of enablement, if that's even a word. I probably just made up a damn word, but it's one of those things where it's like someone's enabling someone of something. Okay? Take the energy, or take it as it resonates. Turn knowledge into wisdom. All right? We also have here, believe in yourself. We have here, time for a nap. Okay? We have never-ending story. I'm not surprised to see that. Okay? And we have the Two of Swords here. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. You have the Chariot here. I'm sorry, not the Chariot. You guys have the Justice card. It's interesting that I'm saying Chariot because I see the Chariot in my third eye's mind right now. But that is actually the Justice card that I see here. You also have the Page of Cups again. You guys have the Page of Cups twice. All right? So there's an emphasis on the Page of Cups here. We also have Margarite Porete, I believe is how you pronounce it. Sorry if I butchered it. The Mystic of Divine Love. Love is divine, and I am nothing except love. I love this. This is also giving me like that Piscean energy as well. That's coming through with this one, but I'm also seeing like Pisces, but also Virgo. It's like Virgo and Pisces are opposites, right? And I feel like that's the energy here. It's where Pisces is very high, very in the stars, very starry, very dreamy, and Virgo's like, all right, great, this is cool, but this is where I'm seeing a problem. And I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, well, don't be a buzzkill. And Virgo's like, am I really being a buzzkill, or am I just revealing to the fact that you just need to use your head more because you keep going into this naively, or with this naive energy, or you're going into this prematurely when you need to be taking steps back to figure out, is this really even good for you? It's not my fault that I'm, it's my fault that I'm making the right decisions, but it's also your fault that you're not making the right decisions. So is it really me? And it's like, people will hear that and be like, damn, like, are you for real? Like, why are you like this? And it's like, listen, I'm not saying anything that I don't need to say, because maybe you not hearing this more often in your life is the exact reason why you keep going head over heels for something. And maybe you really should sit down, and maybe you really should think about your actions, because if not, you're going to keep running into the same issue. At least I'm willing to listen and learn from my mistakes versus keep making the same mistake over and over again because I refuse to listen. And that is a really harsh truth. That is a really harsh truth take it as it resonates. I don't know who that's for. You could be saying this to somebody, or someone can be saying it to you, or somewhere along those lines. The message itself may not feel good to hear, but Spirit is saying to open up the eye and your mind to figure out, is this really for you? As I'm saying that, I'm looking at this tree and I'm seeing how branches are actually crossing each other, and the leaves are perfectly in the middle of those branches, and it looks like an eye. Like, this to me looks like you peering into the soul of yourself, and you peering into your soul to see what the truth is. And whatever that truth is, that's what you go with. And that truth may be unsettling, and it may, irritate you, or it may make you feel like you're losing yourself, but it's not meant to make you lose yourself. It's there to help you find it. And find it, whatever it is. And I feel like that also points to the Temperance card here, because when it's still enough, when it's meditating, when it's quiet, when it is still, it allows you room and time. It allows you the room to receive the messages, to divine the messages that you need. So should you really be focusing on trying to attract anything right now? Spirit is saying, for some of you guys, the answer is no. What you can do, though, if you want to attract anything, attract someone or something that is going to help you to sit down and be still and go within yourself to listen. Some of you may be dealing with a child right now who may not know necessarily what is best for them. And as a result of that, they think they know everything. And so they want to keep talking and combating or whatever. But Spirit is saying that your silence is going to be so loud to where they have no choice but to listen to themselves. Like, that's the energy. If you're communicating with someone who's coming off as like a child will, where they don't want to listen to anything, or some children, right? They don't want to listen to anything. They're youthful. They feel like they know everything. They're confident, which is great. But your silence is going to reveal just how much they don't know. And I feel like Spirit is saying that to you when you're working with someone else. And also, you may be encountering someone who's silent to get you to see yourself. Like, it just depends, just take it as it resonates. Also, we have Lady of the Lotus Born. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. You guys, and it's so funny and interesting the fact that we have this along with the Temperance card, because I feel like there is definitely some illumination that will come of this situation. Whatever you're going through right now, whatever is happening, there is some form of illumination that is happening, but it will happen in the moment where you decide to be silent. Interesting the fact that we're talking about meditation here, because Two of Swords, or two of Arrows, or Two of Swords is here, which I feel like when you take time to sit with yourself and meditate and really listen without having to speak so much, you can start to hear things more clearly. Turn knowledge into wisdom means that, remember how earlier when we said that you were going from like this youthful energy to like that's more seasoned, it's time for you to start really tuning into the more advanced version of yourself, because once you do that, you'll know how and what to attract. Does that make sense? And I feel like with the believing yourself, you have time for a nap, never ending story. It's time to rest. I don't think that this is a time where right now you're meant to really be going out doing anything. I think now will be the time, or the perfect time, to sit, to reflect, and to just hone in on your intuition and go take an internal trip through the void. That's what I feel like for you guys right now. Also, the fact that justice is here in reverse, the fact that we have the Page of Coins in reverse here, I feel like now really is a time for silence. I feel like I really do feel that. Like, it's a time for silence, and it's a time for you to really go back and think about your role in this. Justice not only points to things that people have done that are unfair, or things coming around that we felt were unfavorable, but it also points to our role and the destruction or the dismantling of whatever it is. Like, do you know what I mean? And that's what I'm feeling here. And I feel like what Spirit is asking you to do is to use this time to redefine how you love yourself and how you choose to love other people. That is what Spirit is also asking you to do. Never ending story. I feel like it's the same thing. Wow. Remember when we said the thing about Virgo? That's the vibe. Like, never ending story. It's like, this is so beautiful and divine, because even though it feels unfavorable to hear, it's actually well needed. And it's like, look, okay, this is the reason why this keeps happening. You have to start using the more advanced version of your mind. That's what this feels like. But it's more than just you using it. It's you being the energy. You have to be in this energy. You have to be the energy, right? Right? And you also have to not identify with that which you don't want. So we're not going to say things like, I'm just so broke right now, or I'm just so unhealthy right now. We don't say that. We say, I am healthy. I receive an abundance amount of wealth. We say things of that nature. If you guys hear anything in the background, it's because my husband, I'm sorry. It's because my partner is at the water machine. He's getting alkaline water. So basically, yeah, like that's what this vibration is. It's one of those things where you have to be the energy. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am whole. I am divine. I am loving. I am caring. I am compassionate. If you're gonna identify with anything, identify with the things that are favorable, because that's what's gonna help you ultimately craft and create and co-create your world in a way that benefits you and also the collective. Thank you all so much for your time, for your patience, for your energy, for your love, for your understanding, for your care, for all things that make you you. Thank you so much for spending time with me here today. If y'all need anything from me, go ahead and visit me online over at CassandraTurner.com. And if you guys want to, you guys can follow along with me on Instagram over at Magic of Eden. I'm always wanting to do the things that I need to do for my soul tribe. And I'm hoping that the things that I do for you guys also help you along your journey. Also, I don't know why I want to say this here, but I'm redefining, you know, how I work my magic and why, to better reflect what I'm here to do. Not that I haven't done it before, but I'm being guided to take another path by doing what I'm doing now, but just a little bit differently. So I'm going to be showing you guys that process over the course of time. Anyways, I love you all. Thank you for spending time with me here, and I'll catch you in my next video.